Hello friends, let us discuss this question of gas turbine, and the question will cover all the aspects related to PSU, GATE and IAS exams. So we'll start this question of gas turbine. In this turbine, the high pressure stage receives gas from a heat exchanger. The condition is given P3 and T3 and the isentropic efficiency is 0.91 and exhaust it to another heat exchanger where the outlet pressure is this one. Thus the compressor pressure ratio is equal to 2.41. Moreover, we know that the compressor receives gas at the figure P1 and T1 condition and the inlet of the compressor is given. So this is our simple gas turbine diagram, and the isentropic efficiency is 0.87. The heat capacity ratio for helium is equal to 1.66. So here the medium that we are using is helium, that is a monatomic gas, and the heat capacity ratio means gamma is given. So let us see what we have to calculate. Heat added by the heat exchanger, the compressor outlet temperature of the gas, the real work done on the compressor when the isentropic efficiency is this one, the turbine outlet temperature of the gas, the real work done by this turbine when the isentropic efficiency is this one, and the thermal efficiency of this cycle. So let us start this question. So according to conventional question, you first write the given data. So the given data is P1 T1, P3 T3, pressure ratio is given, gamma is given, efficiency of the turbines and compressor are given. So the pressure and the assumptions that we will assume is ideal gas behavior. The helium gas is assumed to behave as a ideal gas. Kinetic energy and potential energy of the system is neglected. First law of thermodynamics is applicable and the cycle is working on Brayton cycle. So in Brayton cycle we know we have two processes, the constant pressure and reversible adiabatics. So the two processes will be used in simple Brayton cycle. So 1, 2, 3, 4 on the TS diagram is our ideal Brayton cycle, but our actual will be 1, 2 dash, 3 and 4 dash. Here in this temperature entropy diagram, this diagram is wrong actually. I will tell you the reason later why this diagram is little bit wrong. So let us start finding out the remaining terms. So right here process 1 to 2 is isentropic compression, isentropic reversible isentropic compression, reversible isobaric heat addition, reversible isobaric expansion, that is process 3 to 4 in the turbine, isobaric heat rejection in the heat exchanger. So for the process 1 to 2 on the TS diagram, that is a reversible adiabatic compression. So for reversible adiabatic compression, I can write the formula T2 upon T1 is equal to P2 upon P1 raised to power gamma minus 1 upon gamma. So pressure ratio is given 2.41. Basically that is P2 upon P1. So the pressure ratio is, I will insert it here, I can find out T2. So for the similarly process 3 to 4, this is our process 3 to 4. This process 3 to 4 is in turbine. So I can write T4 by T3 is equal to P4 by P3 raised to power gamma minus 1 upon gamma. Similarly P3 upon P4, pressure ratio is given 2.41. I can find out T4 here. So I have find out two temperatures T2 and T4. So for process 2 to 3, I have to find out the heat added by the heat exchanger. So the heat added by heat exchanger is actually H3 minus H2 dash. So I can write H3 minus H2 dash is equal to Cp into T3 minus T2 dash. This I can write because of using kinetic energy and potential energy of the system is neglected. And assuming the ideal gas behavior, Cp is into T3 minus T2 dash. Here these assumptions will work out. So for monatomic gas, Cp will be equal to 5 by 2R. R will be equal to 8.314 divided by 4. That will come out to be 5.196 kilojoule per kg Kelvin. So the isentropic efficiency of the compressor is given. We know the formula is isentropic work input upon actual work input. So isentropic efficiency is 0.87. So H2 minus H1 is equal upon H2 dash minus H1. So I can write here T2 minus T1 upon T2 dash minus T1 is equal to 0.87. I can find out T2 dash. So if I will put this value here, I can find out Cp into T3 minus T2 dash. Cp is 5.196. So the heat added in the heat exchanger will come out to be 3886 kilojoule per kg, because we are not multiplying it with the mass. Similarly, the next thing that we need to find out is the compressor outlet temperature of the gas. So this is the T2 dash is the actual temperature of the gas that will come out from the compressor. So the real work done on this compressor, that will be H2 dash minus H1. Since we assume this compressor is behaving reversible adiabatic, so Q will be 0 and the H2 dash minus H1 will be our compressor work. Similarly, the turbine outlet temperature of the gas for the process 3 to 4, I can use this formula T3 upon T4 is equal to this one. So if I will find out the temperature, isentropic temperature at the outlet will come out to be this one, T3 upon T4 is equal to T4 will come out to be 839 Kelvin. Since our turbine efficiency is given, so the actual temperature will be different. So similarly, I can use the formula actual work output upon isentropic work output, because isentropic work is more in case of turbine, so it will come in the denominator. So H3 minus H4 dash upon H3 minus H4. H3 minus H4 is the isentropic work. So T3 minus T4 dash upon T3 minus T4. So T4 dash will come out to be 870 Kelvin. So if we will see that the actual T4 is 839 Kelvin and that T2 is 424 Kelvin. So there is almost double the difference between T2 and T4. But in this diagram, T2 and T4 are shown on the same level. So that's why I told you this diagram is wrong. T4 should come out here and this line should join like this in the actual case, because mathematically it is wrong. So this diagram is correct. I have found that this temperature is 839 and this one is 424 Kelvin. This temperature I found out 870 Kelvin. This temperature is given 1190 Kelvin and this temperature is given 299 Kelvin. So friends, I know all the temperatures at this point. So I can find out real work done by the turbine is isentropic work done into efficiency of the turbine. So H3 minus H4 into 0.91 will be the actual work done in the turbine. So efficiency of the cycle, that is actual efficiency. So W net upon Q added. So W net is WT 1659 minus actual work input to the compressor is 742. That the actual efficiency will come out to be 23.5%. That is considering the efficiency of the turbine and compressor. Similarly, if we find out the isentropic efficiency without considering the efficiency of the turbine and compressor, then the actual efficiency will be, isentropic efficiency will be 29%. So there is a difference of amount 7% between the actual and isentropic. So if you want to draw, the diagram will look like this for the considering the all the conditions given in the question. So friends, we have seen the efficiency of the turbine is usually 30% of the gas turbines in this case, and here we have used helium. Similarly, if we have used air in this question, then our gamma will be 1.4 and efficiency will be 1 minus 1 upon R raised to power gamma minus 1 upon gamma. And since so the efficiency will be less for air as compared to helium. That's why in closed cycle we can achieve more efficiency as compared to open cycle, because we can use better gases in case of closed cycle. And in open cycle, this heat exchanger will not be there. The output from the gases from the turbine will be released into the atmosphere. That's why we cannot use air, costly gases, in the case of open cycle. So thank you friends.